This is the Bastard Star Wars RPG Deep Dive Podcast.
Imagine this. You're thrown right into the deep end. A stranger, strange place, blasters are going off, people are dying,
Yeah.
and you don't even really know why you're there yet.
Yeah, it sounds completely chaotic.
Well, that's exactly where our story kicks off today. We're doing a deep dive into the very first, very messy mission of a brand new rebel cell in the Star Wars universe.
Real trial by fire.
Absolutely. And orchestrated by this shadowy figure pulling the strings. We're going to unpack how this, frankly, unlikely group got pulled together, the sheer pandemonium they walked into, and, well, the pretty surprising twists that came later.
Sounds fascinating.
Our sources for this are some really detailed analyses and summaries of that first session. It gives you this almost behind-the-scenes peek at how raw things can be when a rebellion is just starting.
Right, none of the polished history book stuff.
Exactly. So our mission today, we're going to try and figure out what you learn when you throw a team together under that kind of insane pressure. You know, how do these clashing personalities work or don't work? And what was the real point behind all that mayhem?
Okay, I'm hooked.
So let's get into it. Unexpected heroes, really high stakes, and yeah, a lot of blaster fire. You are definitely going to want to stick around for this.
Let's do it.
Okay, so our story really begins, maybe surprisingly, kind of quietly, on Coruscant, the Imperial Center.
Right, heart of the beast.
We meet Conrad Wild. He's a private investigator, and he gets summoned by this guy, Luthen Rail. Now, Luthen looks like just an antiquities dealer. Harmless, right?
Oh, I sense a butt coming.
Yeah, big butt. He's actually this really key, enigmatic rebel leader. And he's not just giving Conrad a job offer. He's hitting him where it hurts, leveraging this deep personal injustice.
What happened to Conrad?
Luthen drops this bombshell, the ISB, the Imperial Security Bureau, scary folks. They deliberately messed with Conrad's Academy entrance exams.
Oh, wait, why?
They saw him as a threat.
Yeah.
Too independent-minded. So they basically torpedoed his career, ruined his life plans.
Wow. Okay, that's personal.
Right. And that becomes Conrad's why, his reason to rebel.
See, that's what's so interesting here, how rebellion often starts not with some grand ideology, but with something deeply personal, a grievance.
Yeah.
Luthen gets that. He's not just recruiting a soldier, he's recruiting Conrad's cause. He's tapping into that anger, that feeling of betrayal.
Give him a way to hit back.
Exactly. It makes for a much stronger commitment sometimes than just fighting for freedom in the abstract. It's very human.
So Luthen tells Conrad, okay, put together a team, a small cell, your job, stir up trouble for the Empire in the Topani sector.
A Tapani sector, known for its great houses, right? Lots of internal politics there.
Yep, strategically important, lots of old noble families. Luthen promises Conrad resources, contacts, everything he needs. But the team Conrad starts assembling. Well, it's unconventional.
How so?
His first pick, Flick Barnaba.
Mm-hmm.
Get this. He's an erotic hollow art dealer.
Oh, what now?
Yeah, an erotic hollow art dealer. And apparently he knew Conrad from some treasure hunt out on the Outer Rim. Now Flick's got connections with the Tease gangs on Freeport.
Freeport. The smuggler's haven.
Okay, so Flick knows his way around the underworld.
Definitely seems like it. He sounds like the last person you'd pick for a rebel cell. But maybe that's the point. He's resourceful, operates outside the lines.
That makes a certain kind of sense, actually. Luthen isn't looking for choir boys. He needs people who can, operate in the gray areas. Flick's already doing
His business, his connections.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't mind bending a few rules or breaking them.
And Flick doesn't stop there. He brings in 3 more people. This is where it gets even weirder.
Oh.
Toman Tinray and Tylo Alden, 2 former stormtrooper commanders.
Ex-Imperials. Now that's interesting. Defectors.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Joining the other side. And then there's Skyrus Prime. He's a Merlisti investigator.
Merlisti. They're known for being smart, great memory, but maybe a bit opportunistic.
That seems to be the reputation. And Skyrus is apparently an acquaintance of Flick's.
Okay, so let me get this straight. We have a PI with a grudge, an erotic art dealer with gang ties, 2 ex-stormtroopers, and a potentially shady Merlisti investigator.
That's the team. They all meet up in Flick's, probably quite dingy, office on Freeport.
Quite the first meeting, I bet.
You'd think. But somehow, They agree. They'll form this local cell, try to destabilize the empire in the Tapani sector.
Against all odds.
But then, like immediately after they agree, Skyrus does something that just screams trouble.
What'd he do?
He contacts some associate, Japhod Ngaric, and casually asks him to get him, quote, enough explosives to blow up a Star Destroyer.
Whoa. Okay. Subtle, he is not.
Right. You could just imagine the look on the other's faces like, what have we signed up for?
Yeah, that definitely flags Skyrus as maybe having his own agenda. Maximum chaos, maximum profit, perhaps.
Sets a certain tone, doesn't it?
Hmm.
So this eclectic team gets their first mission directive.
From Luthen.
Yep. Travel low-key, passenger freighter, to Lemure IV. It's kind of an out-of-the-way place.
Mhm.
They're supposed to meet Luthen there on his ship, the Eternal Hope.
Okay, a rendezvous, simple enough.
You'd think.
Yeah.
But as soon as they drop out of hyperspace near Lemure, the problem,
What kind of problem?
the massive kind, an Imperial Star Destroyer, the Gauntlet, just hanging there in orbit.
Ah, a stark reminder of who's really in charge.
Definitely puts a damper on the incognito plan.
Yeah.
And then when they contact Spaceport Control,
More trouble.
the operator sounds really stressed. He directs them to Docking Bay 10, but then warns them, like urgently, I think he's leaving.
Who's he?
They don't know yet.
Right.
But it's a really bad sign. Something's clearly going down.
So they arrive at Docking Bay 10.
And walk straight into hell. No briefing, no welcome committee,
Yeah.
just violence. They see this guy, Corus Talari. Turns out he's an agent for House Pelagia. One of the local great houses get gunned down. Cold blood.
By who?
Thugs from a rival house, House Machete. And before they can even blink, blaster fire erupts everywhere. They're smack in the middle of a firefight.
So their first mission is just stumbling into a local gang war, basically.
Right, pulled right into this power struggle between the houses.
You know, thinking about Luthen, that this doesn't feel like bad luck.
You think he planned this?
It feels deliberate. Like, what better way to test a new team? Throw them into absolute chaos and see if they swim.
A baptism by fire, literally.
Exactly. Test their combat skills, sure, but also how they react under pressure, how
Right.
they work together, if they work together. It's sink or swim right from the start.
Forces them to become a team fast or die.
Precisely. Brutal, but maybe effective from Luthen's perspective.
Well, they did swim. Mostly. The docking bay was just
Mm.
insane. Blaster bolts everywhere, smoke. People got hurt.
Took some hits.
Yeah, a rough welcome. But you saw people's instincts kick in. Flick Barnaba, the art dealer, he apparently went full action hero.
Really?
Yeah, reports called his tactics aggressive, used a grenade really effectively, took out several thugs, bought them some breathing room. He got the combat MVP for the mission.
Uh-huh. Combat MVP. Love it. The art dealer.
I know. Conrad, the PI, was apparently in close combat, using his wits. Toman and Tylo, the ex-troopers, they defaulted to training, got high ground, laid down covering fire.
Makes sense. Muscle memory.
And Skyrus, the Merlisti. He vanished, used stealth, stayed in the shadows.
Playing to his strengths. Or just looking out for himself.
Good question. Anyway, they managed to take down about 8 of Massetti's thugs. But all that noise,
Attracted the authorities.
Yep. Local cops roll in, and Conrad, Toman, and Tylo get arrested, locked up for a couple of days.
Great. So much for the mission.
But Toman, the ex-stormtrooper commander, he thinks fast. He pulls this bluff,
Good kind of bluff.
convinces the local cops they're actually on a secret undercover Imperial mission, deep cover.
Seriously. And they bought it.
Apparently.
Yeah.
The cops were already suspicious of the Great Houses starting the fight and probably didn't want any trouble with the actual Empire, so
Yeah.
they let him go.
Wow. Okay, quick thinking from Toman. That's more than just blaster skills.
Totally. It shows they've got some cunning, some street smarts maybe. They know how to play the game a little.
Yeah, exploiting those local tensions, using his old Imperial background. That's clever. Bought them crucial time.
So while those three are enjoying local hospitality,
Uh-huh.
Flick, the art dealer, isn't idle. He gets contacted by the spaceport commander, Jenna Palask.
The one whose operator sounded panicked.
Seems so. And she's connected to House Pelagia, the house whose agent got killed right in front of them.
Okay, so she might want revenge on House Massetti.
Exactly. She tells Flick about something called the Massetti file. It's hidden on the computer of that ship still sitting in Docking Bay 10.
And contains.
Proof, damning evidence that House Massetti is secretly collaborating with the Empire.
Whoa. That's huge. Political dynamite in the Tapani sector.
Big time. Flick, who apparently already hates House Massetti, is obviously very interested. Oh, and apparently Flick spent a lot of time trying and failing to flirt with Commander Polask.
Seriously, during all this.
Yep. The report notes his numerous and unsuccessful attempts. Jana later apparently jokes that watching him fail was her real reward for the intel.
Huh. Okay, Flick sounds like a character. Easily distracted.
Meanwhile, Skyrus, Mr. Opportunist, is having his own little side meeting.
With his explosive loving friend.
No, with another Merlisti investigator contact, guy named Furflin.
And what wisdom does Furflin impart?
Basically tells Skyrus, hey, you could make a killing here, play the great houses off each other, sell info to the highest bidder, maybe even sell it to the Empire.
Classic Merlisti pragmatism, maybe? Or just greed?
Skyrus seems to like the sound of it, agrees to, explore his options.
Yeah, I bet he does. This raises a huge red flag, doesn't it? How can you trust anyone in this group?
Exactly. You've got personal vendettas, flirting, and now Skyrus actively thinking about selling out.
Yeah.
The Massetti style is valuable, and everyone seems to want it for different reasons.
It could tear them apart before they even get started. Trust is definitely not baked in here.
So the team gets back together, minus the jail time. They meet up at this place, the Green Mist Tavern. Probably needed a stiff drink.
I would.
They start planning how to get this Massetti file. Conrad, meanwhile, tries to contact Luthen again. He's probably getting suspicions about how things went down.
And what does Luthen say?
Basically, chews him out for bad security. Tells him, get rid of your tail. Stern warning. Luthen does not play games with spycraft.
Okay, so Luthen's still pulling strings, but keeping his distance.
Seems like it. So the heist plan. Toman and Tylo, the troopers, provide overwatch. Keep an eye out.
That sense.
Flick and Conrad. They create a distraction at the main entrance to Docking Bay 10. Loud, messy, draw attention. Flick apparently makes a new enemy doing this, some minor Massetti noble named Sir Tazur Ferron.
Flick just collects rivals, doesn't he?
Seems that way. So with the guards distracted, Skyrus is the infiltration guy.
Ah, the stealth expert.
Yep.
Oh.
He's got this little droid, G2E2, helping him. They slip through some secret passage, get onto the ship, and start slicing into the computers.
Yeah, tension moment.
Took hours, apparently. But Skyrus does it. He gets the Massetti file downloaded.
Mission accomplished.
Well,
Yeah.
Spyro retrieved, yes. But then Skyrus lives up to his role-playing MVP award for being consistently self-serving.
Oh no, what now?
Remember his chat with Furflin? And maybe G2E2 nudged him a bit too?
Yeah.
He decides this file is worth money. His money.
He tries to sell it to his own team.
Back at the Green Mist Tavern, yes.
Wow.
Bold as brass, slaps it down, metaphorically, and says, 30,000 credits. That's the price.
You cannot be serious. After everything they just went through together.
Dead serious. Leads to this super tense standoff right there in the tavern. Blasters might have been drawn.
I can imagine. How did it end?
They negotiated him down. A lot. And in the end, Flick, maybe because he wanted the file most, or maybe just to keep the PC, Flick paid him off.
Wow. Flick paid the Merlisti blackmailer on his own team.
Yep, settled it, kinda.
Yeah.
But talk about trust issues.
That's more than a trust issue. That's a fundamental crack in the foundation. Even if Flick paid, how do you move forward from that? It shows loyalty is purely transactional for Skyrus.
It's a huge question mark hanging over them for sure. Can this group actually function?
You have to wonder. But, okay, they do have the file now.
Right. Transaction complete. Flick takes the file, probably still seeming, and delivers it to Commander Jana Palast.
Payback for House Pelagia.
And a reward for the team. Jana gives them a ship.
Ooh, their own transport. That's vital.
Totally. It's described as a junker. Probably looks awful, but flies. It's their ticket off Lemure the Fourth, their independence.
A rust bucket is better than no bucket,
Yeah.
especially for rebels.
Exactly. So, ship secured, file delivered. Now they finally get to meet the man behind the curtain.
Luthen Rail on the Eternal Hope.
Yep. He congratulates them, tells them they did well, but then the twist.
Let me guess. This was all.
A test. The whole thing. The ambush, the firefight, the political mess, maybe even Skyrus's betrayal attempt. Who knows? Luthen orchestrated it all to see if they had what it takes.
That is cold, ruthless.
Completely. He basically says, you passed. Then he explains the bigger picture. Releasing the Massetti file. It'll weaken Machete, sure.
Yeah.
But it will also draw more Imperial attention to the Tapani sector.
Create more chaos for the Empire to deal with. Distract them.
Exactly. It serves Luthen's larger strategy. And now that they've proven themselves,
They get a real mission.
a real mission, a Bacta heist. Bacta being, the miracle healing juice. Absolutely critical for the rebellion. Luthen gives them the coordinates. Game on.
Wow. So Luthen isn't just testing skills, he's manipulating events on a sector-wide scale, using this team as pawns almost to achieve strategic goals.
Pretty much sums it up.
That's terrifyingly brilliant in a way. He's not just fighting battles, he's shaping the battlefield itself. These guys are now proven tools in his very complex game. The ethics are shaky, but the strategy, undeniable.
And that whole test, it really did shine a light on their characters, didn't it? Flaws and all.
Oh, yeah.
Laid bare.
Conrad showed that maybe he's a bit overconfident, underestimates things. Flick,
Yeah.
definitely impulsive, easily distracted by other pursuits.
Like trying to charm the spaceport commander mid-crisis.
Exactly. Toman, the ex-trooper, maybe lacks initiative sometimes. Needs orders. Same with Tylo. Follows orders maybe too blindly.
Could be manipulated. And Skyrus.
Yeah.
Well, greed seems to be his primary driver. Profit over the cause.
A pretty flawed bunch.
But despite all that, something else happened, right?
Yeah.
They went through hell together.
Shared hardship. It does forge bonds.
Yeah, they developed this. Maybe fragile, but real sense of camaraderie. They had to rely on each other, learned who was good at what, who needed covering.
They got real-world experience. Combat, sneaking around, dealing with politics, stuff you can't learn in training.
And weirdly, maybe their trust in Luthen actually got stronger, even though he manipulated them.
Maybe they respect his methods now. See the bigger picture he's painting, even if it's brutal.
Could be. It's fascinating how adversity, even totally manufactured adversity, can change people, forge those connections. It revealed who they really were.
Definitely. And beyond the characters, you get such a feel for the world. Lemire IV, the spaceport, it felt real. The Tapani sector politics, the great houses clashing.
Machete Pelagia.
It shows how the rebellion can use those existing cracks in imperial control. And the ISB, always lurking, always manipulating. It just paints this picture of a very dangerous, complex galaxy.
Okay, so let's recap. You've basically just followed this brand new rebel cell through their absolutely chaotic first outing on Lemire IV.
Baptism by fire is right.
From that weird recruitment based on personal revenge, through an ambush, a heist, an attempted betrayal from within, they somehow survived Luthen's insane test.
And came out the other side with a beat-up ship and a new mission.
And a much clearer, if maybe uncomfortable, understanding of each other. This whole deep dive, for me, it really shows that trust in a rebellion, it's not automatic.
Yeah.
It's messy.
Yeah, it's earned, lost, maybe bought and sold, constantly shifting.
It gets built by surviving danger together, maybe learning to use each other's flaws, and sometimes, yeah, looking the other way on a bit of greed if it gets the job done. It makes you ask, what does it even mean to lead or follow when everything is so murky and the stakes are galaxy level high?
And it really leaves you wondering, doesn't it? How many other tests like this are happening out there? Luthen playing his games, shaping the rebellion in ways we probably can't even guess.
Yeah. He's like an artist using chaos as his paint. What other masterpieces is he working on?
Thank you for listening to the Bastard Star Wars RPG Deep Dive Podcast. We'll see you next week.